I'm Norman de Greve, and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for CVS Health. The way we define effective marketing is marketing that delivers for the business today and delivers for the business tomorrow. So for today, it tends to be about near-term metrics and ROI, and that's our obligation to deliver the business that the Wall Street and others expect us to deliver today. But delivering for tomorrow means that we also have to do work that helps grow the business in the future through developing stronger consumer bonds and a stronger bond through experience, but a bond to the brand. And that will enable us to grow in a world in which consumers have more choices than ever before. When they feel connected to us, they will come to us no matter what the world does and what the changes and offerings are. The biggest challenge for marketers today is just simply the vast number of options that keep showing up every day. And you just never know. Should I be doing that thing or not doing that thing? Am I winning by doing it, or am I losing by not doing it? And so understanding how to prioritize those options and then how to execute well in those options, because some of those options require unique execution. You can't just dump the thing you're doing into that place. And then how to allocate your resources is really the biggest challenge for marketers today. And I think the way to think through that is first being super clear on what you're trying to achieve. Super clear on what you're trying to achieve, because a lot of things sound fun, but what are you actually trying to achieve? So number one, know your objectives very, very clearly. The second piece is to understand how could this have scale impact. So I think a lot of the options that we see today in the digital world in particular tend to maximize on one of two aspects, either impact or scale. And the question we need is scale impact. And so I think you really need to be clear with yourself, could this thing have scale impact? And then the third piece is try a lot of these things, because they're very hard to tell if they'll work or not, and sometimes your hypotheses are wrong, right? So the idea is, how do you actually try a bunch and then optimize based on what's working and not working? A lot of what we see growing in the marketplace today are things that are either personalized or niche, and that's because they're more relevant to those types of audiences, and so marketers have to focus in that area. I'd say as a part of that, first-party data, a company having its own first-party data, great understanding of the consumer, is the most strategic asset they could have. If you don't have your own great understanding of consumers, then you are on the same playing field as all of your competitors. You need to be able to have your own understanding of your consumers and be able to execute that way and use your own data that nobody else can use, and that gives you competitive advantage. I'd say the idea of purpose is something that was around long before that campaign came. It is how the company got assembled. So the purpose of CVS Health is to help people on their path to better health. It's pretty straightforward, but it gives a lot of direction for what people should do every day. And then taking tobacco out of our stores was a real symbol of that. How can you dispense life-saving medications at the pharmacy counter and cigarettes that are going to kill people at the checkout counter? It's just wrong to do. And so that became very clear for us. And we understood how taking cigarettes out would actually lead to us being perceived more around health and would help us actually get more business in a different way. And so we've taken that idea of purpose, and it's broader than marketing. We've embedded it in everything we do, from our operations to our budgets to our acquisitions. And one benefit of that is that it makes decision-making simpler.